Okay, so I started out by laying the fabric out, and I'm taking this ruler from Hobby Lobby. It's 5 inches in length, and I believe 21 or 22 inches, 22 or 21 inches in length and 5 inches in width. And so I measured out 5 inches in width, and then I am marking it with a fabric pencil, and then I'm gonna move the ruler a few more inches because the total width of the headband needs to be 8 inches. And for this headband, I believe I made it 21 inches long. Okay, so once I get my markings done, I'm gonna go ahead and take my scissors and cut this fabric out. And then for this, I'll just go ahead and fast forward it. Okay, so now I'm actually using my heat press to press this headband together. So what I like to do is put the right side of the fabric face down, and then I'm gonna fold 1/2 in about halfway and then press it. That way it's easy to press the other side and measure the other side on top. So that's what I'm gonna do for the full headband. And then once I'm finished with that, I find that it's easier to use hemming tape rather than sewing it. For me, for some reason, even using the sewing machine was taking too long, and the fabric was getting stuck, or the needle was getting stuck rather. And so I found that using this hemming tape works a lot better for me. So what I like to do is I'll start at one end, put it on the very edge of the piece of fabric that I've already pressed, and then I'm folding over the other end, and then I'm gonna press that on top. And I believe the temperature on the heat press is about 220 degrees or 320, and I just leave it there for a few seconds. So that's what I'm gonna do for the full headband, and I'm gonna speed this up because it's all just the same, and then I'll come back towards the end. Okay, so this is what the headband ends up looking like after it's been pressed with the hemming tape. I know it's not perfect, and I would rather use a sewing machine. I just need to figure out a way for it not to get stuck. Okay, so now with the raw edges facing outwards, I fold it up, and then I put the end of the left piece of fabric in the middle of the end of the right piece of fabric that's in my left hand, and then I fold the right side to the back and the left side to the front, and then I sew along this line. And I'll go ahead and replay that again so you guys can see, and I'll slow it down so you can get a better understanding. Okay, so again, I'm taking the raw edges, face them outwards, and then I'm gonna fold it to where the two ends meet each other. And on my right hand, I'm gonna get the left side of the fabric, the left end of the fabric, and I'm gonna meet it in the center of the piece of fabric that is in my left hand. So you'll see here, you're kind of getting both opposite ends and laying one side on top of the other. So since this side, I'm laying the right side on top of the fabric that's in my left hand, and then with the other half of the fabric, I'm folding it back over the piece of fabric that's in my left hand, and then with the leftover fabric that's in my left hand, I'm going to fold it over the piece of fabric that's in my right hand. And so for this next part, I'm getting a needle and thread, and I'm sewing this by hand, just making a straight line. And by folding it like this is what's gonna make the little knot in the front. So like I said, I'm just gonna sew along this edge and then cut off the excess material, and this is gonna complete our headband. Now that I've finished sewing the edge, I'm taking the scissors and I'm cutting off the excess material. And then from here, all you have to do is flip it, I guess, inside out. And this is gonna be the headband. See, right now it's on the opposite side. So then you just flip it around, and then you'll see the little knot in the front and the clean edge on the outside of the headband. And this is the way it turned out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and click the little bell notification so that way you're notified each time I upload a video. And thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.